Well, hello everyone, welcome back to PlayFrame and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Story Mode, where we have got some very good story ahead of us. Yes, it is time we returned to the main story quests, and these are the 5.3 patch main story quests, which quite a momentous patch How was I? Not used to seeing the Scions just, around out in the Crystarium. Hello. It worries me at times, how easily the people accept the momentous and the horrific. But perhaps anyone who spent their life looking up to find a reminder that the world is on the brink of destruction would be the same. And their resilience is a good thing. It gives me hope when I look at Halric and the others. Look at you deep in thought. Are there any other Scions just around? I guess I shouldn't wander around the entire Crystarium. I'm sure there are some Scions around, but cool. Neat. Anyway, right. Main story quest line. Actually, before we resume the main story stuff, we actually need to do a side thing. Weirdly, this is kind of like a weird outlier. There's not a lot of circumstances like this in the game, but there is a quest back in the Eden raid quest series that we need to do next. I've been trying to figure out where to slot this, but I think now might actually be the best time. Because the first quest back in the Eden stuff is sort of relevant to the here and now in the main story quest. So let's just, real quick, say hello. Yelfort is the bearer of tidings of some description. That's as vague as you could possibly say it. I have tidings. Good news, or at least it has the potential to be good news. I've received word from Master Urianger. Unfortunately, the message was rather thin on details. He only requested that you return to the Crystarium and meet him at the Wandering Stairs. Not the most likely of places for important meetings, but I suppose you might be able to squeeze in a pint or two while you're there. Okay, well, I was just at the Crystarium and came here to get the quest from you, but sure. To the Crystarium again. And here we are. Not sure exactly where Urianger is and where we're meant to meet him. Up here somewhere, though. What a good, capital city location. This might be my favorite one. I guess it's just the love of Shadowbringers talking. They're all really good, but I like it here. What can I say? He's not even here. Urianger! I went out to the desert and was instructed to meet you here. Ah, Reen. Gothreen. Pray, accept mine apologies for calling thee hither at such short notice. The matter I wish to discuss is of considerable import. If it's that urgent, wouldn't it be quicker to use those link pearl things Reen's been telling me about? These are words best delivered in person. Did something happen to the Empty? Not that doth warrant our immediate attention. The elements are in a state of equilibrium, and the propagation of flora continues apace. So what's this about, then? As thou art aware, we are not of this world, hailing from what is referred to as the Source. However, unlike Dermin, Thancred and I exist only as ether given corporeal form. Our bodies remaineth on the Source, though the thread that binds us to them doth grow weaker with the passage of time. And if you stay here too long, you might never be able to return. Precisely. Now, with the wheels of change in the Empty set in motion, we believe this is a fitting juncture to take our leave. We shall but regret not being present to see the transformation reach its completion. That hardly seems worth losing your bodies over, though. If you have to go back to your own world, who are we to stop you? I always knew this day would come. I just... you'll still have Gaia and Dermin. I know that you'll see this through to the end. Together. We will. I may not be half the woman Minfilia was, but I have friends I can turn to. They might be brutally honest in their opinion at times, or prefer to save their words and let their actions do the talking, but I wouldn't have it any other way. We won't let you down, and we promise you won't transform into a crazy ice lady and try to kill me again. Oh, you should promise that. I don't have to promise that. That's for you to promise. Promise you will not transform into a crazy ice lady and try to kill me. Again. Underline. Again. Though I can't say what the future might bring, no doubt Reen and Gaia will need your support in the days to come. Alas, the mysteries surrounding the fairy are yet to be solved. Whether thou shouldst find the answers that thou seekest or nay, lend not thine ears to its honeyed words, for thy will is thine own. Never forget this. I won't. The time of our departure is at hand, yet know that no matter where we may be, ever shall we pray for your success. With Urianger and Thancred set to leave the First, it seems wise to share this development with Yalfort, who will continue to oversee expeditions into the Empty. Yeah, they should probably know. That just seems considerate. Okay, well, bye everyone. Yes, good times were had by all. Pleasure seeing everyone. Let's go back to the desert. Okay, I'm back. I have a message to deliver. You're back sooner than expected. Is everything all right? Oh dear, that's rather unfortunate. I dare say it's something jolly important for them to leave in such a hurry. In any case, I wish them the best of luck, wherever their work may take them. I shall remain here and hold the fort, as it were, and make the necessary provisions should any further should any further forays into the Empty be required. Safe travels, Master Dermin. Thank you. There. Just wanted to squeeze that in now, because otherwise it was going to be really weird if we tried to squeeze that in later, for reasons you can probably imagine. Anyway. Right. Main story quest line, and the 5.3 patch main story quest line, which is exciting, because it is a momentous one. Sort of the post-launch finale patch of like the Shadowbringers storyline quests and such, and where things start pivoting toward revving things up for the next expansion, Endwalker. So, much to do today. The manager of suites is looking a little anxious. Ah, Master Durrami, will you be venturing forth today? Do be sure to take care if so. Though they say the star shower was harmless, one can never be too careful. But I concede it is not for me to tell the warrior of darkness how to look after himself. Old habits, you understand. Ah, Dermin, how very opportune. Hello, who? Oh, you. Greetings, my friend. Do you perchance have a moment to spare? For you? You betcha. Wonderful, wonderful. I wanted to thank you, you see, for revealing to us the truth of the Warriors of Light. After all of these years, your tale set the record straight. Finally, the people see them as the great heroes they were. Or the great hero he is, in the case of Ardbert. You too were surprised to see him, I think. You might put it like that, yes. At the time, I was not certain what to make of it all, but I could see the effect his words had on those around me. And then the stars rained down from the sky, and, well, you know the rest. When the commotion died down, you were nowhere to be seen, but I was determined to express my gratitude, and so here I am. Thank you, Dermin, for giving voice to the truth, and restoring the Warriors of Light to their rightful place in history. Should you perhaps wish to have your account of these matters committed to writing, I'd be more than willing to serve as your scribe. Indeed, if there's anything I can do to help, anything at all, you need only say the word. What can you tell me about the Warriors of Light, and tell me what the situation is like in the city? I'm assuming when we're saying the Warriors of Light here, we're talking about the newly christened ones, but, just tell me what the situation's like in the city. The situation in the city? Do you mean the people's awakening as Warriors of Light? Well, while questions remain about the circumstances surrounding Ardbert's return, history tells us that what took place may not be entirely unprecedented. But to understand that requires an understanding of Warriors of Light in a broader Vrantic context. If it please you, I should be glad to provide an overview. I flatter myself that it may grant you a better grasp of that which is occurring not only in the Crystarium, but the world at large. Oh yes, please. Excellent. I shall return to the cabinet at once and look up the relevant texts. Pray, join me at your earliest convenience. You bet I will. No rest for the righteous, it would seem. Do not let me keep you, sir. I bid you a pleasant day. Thank you. Thanks for the nice room, also. It has been a very nice home away from home. If difficult to sleep in because I keep getting late-night visits. Sometimes from ghosts. But I don't know what you could be reasonably expected to do about ghosts. Anyway, to the Cabinet of Curiosity for story time. Moran? I am ready for stories. If you would be so kind as to, read them aloud in your voice, that would really be doing me a solid, but however you want to do it is fine. Derman, excellent timing. I have but this moment finished gathering the materials for our lesson. As a great many works make reference to the Warriors of Light, I shall, with your permission, focus only upon the details that seem most relevant. Hello, you three. The Warriors of Light, you say? Forgive us, but we couldn't help overhearing. We've been out keeping watch over the Crystarium, but it appears to be business as usual. So I thought I'd spend some time brushing up my knowledge of familiars, and Alphino volunteered to help. I actually came on a different errand, but I'd be interested in hearing about the Warriors of Light as well. May I join you? Of course, of course. The more the merrier. If you would care to find a table below, I shall be down with the books in a moment. Were one to pore over the annals of Vrantic history, one would note the comparatively frequent recurrence of individuals hailed as Warriors of Light. Ardbert and his comrades require no introduction, but many others bore the epithet long before them. To name but a few, there was Tolthawil, legendary first king of Lakeland, Rodfort and Solard, the fabled Dran and Galgant duo of Verbert. And no list of Vrantic heroes would be complete without the Archmage Tiuna of Ronka. In older texts, she too was called a Warrior of Light. It did surprise me how ready people were to forget the negative associations of the title, but it makes sense if it's been around for centuries. Verily, in ages past, it was simply a synonym for hero. In the wake of the flood, however, light came to be regarded with fear, the title used not to exalt but to revile. A far cry from its beginnings. Oh man, I love that art of the original Final Fantasy I, like Amano art for the player character. Like, it's not the Amano art specifically, I think it's somebody else's rendition kind of imitating his style. Or heck, maybe they brought him in for this, I don't know. But boy, love them using that original warrior class look from Final Fantasy I. This, my friends, is Norvrant's oldest epic, the original tale of the struggle between good and evil. In a time when all lay shrouded in darkness, a prophesied hero rose to deliver the world from its doom. Fighting in the name of the light, the hero styled himself its foot soldier, and thus did he come to be known as the Warrior of Light. Curiously, in the centuries that followed, other heroes appeared who claimed the selfsame epithet, despite sharing no discernible connection with their predecessors. And in time, Warrior of Light came to be a name accorded to all men and women of uncommon skill and valor. Well, well. The plot thickens. As you know, the title of Warrior of Light is also used in the source, though the manners in which individuals have earned it are many and varied. Heroes have been honored thus since antiquity. Nor does the custom show any sign of dying out, as you can well attest. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? It surely can't be a coincidence. Indeed not. Let us imagine a man who has awakened to the echo and is able to hear Heidelin's voice. As she styles him, so too does he style himself, a warrior of light. Of course, being blessed with the echo does not in itself make one a hero, and conversely there will have been no few heroes who were not blessed with it. But such distinctions are immaterial to the masses, and over time they came to use the title Warrior of Light and the word hero interchangeably. Sounds about right. It would be interesting to see if the theory holds true in the other worlds, if crossing the rift were that easy. Heidelin did call me a warrior of light. What's in a name? It doesn't change anything. And there I was thinking I was special. Heidelin did call us a warrior of light explicitly. She did? I've never heard her voice myself, but I can feel her presence, perhaps through Minfilia. At any rate, assuming all of this is true and there's a common thread behind the epithet, I doubt the Ascians will have been amused. To have the world at large associate light, and by extension Heidelin, with good, must have added insult to injury. While this discussion is undeniably fascinating, I wonder, should I be privy to it? Mayhap it would be better if I excused myself. Oh, no need for that, my friend. Pray, accept our apologies. Your lesson on the Warriors of Light has given us much to ponder. Oh, did someone say Warriors of Light? Ah! Oh dear. Rickettio, are you all right? Oh, my precious tomes. Did I not say you must take care in the cabinet? You too, Arwyl. We're sorry, Master Morin. Aren't you the Warrior of Darkness? My name's Ricky Tio, and I want to help everyone. Please, tell me what I have to do to be a hero, to be a warrior of light. Oh no. Cute. How do we try to explain this to such cute? Impossible. Setting aside our misgivings, it would seem churlish to discourage the young lady. Let's hear what she has to say. No harm done, to the children at least. The children's inquisitiveness is to be commended, but my precious tomes. Poor book nerd. Do you remember me? When you returned from the sea with the Exarch, I asked you how you became so strong. I remember. I was at the very end of that little cutscene there. At the end of the base, Shadowbringers story. We're sorry we knocked over the books. So, I want to be a warrior of light, but not one that fights with a sword and all that. No, I want to be the kind that fights with potions and heals people. An apothecary. And I'm going to help everyone in the Crystarium. No, in all of Norvrent. When I told Arkil and Airwill this, they said that the cabinet should have lots of tomes about potions. But this place is so big, and we don't have the faintest idea where to begin searching. At this rate, I'm not going to get anywhere. If one knew where to look, one should indeed be able to find treatises on potions here. Even so, I fear they may prove a little difficult for one so young. But, Esteemed Warrior of Darkness, perhaps you might accompany young Rikitio to Spagirix. Rather than through tomes, I believe she stands to learn more by observing the chirurgeons at their work. Sounds like a plan. It seems we've finished here, so we'll come with you. All right. Kids, you're with me then. Last one to the Spagirix is a rotten egg. Ha! I'll have you know I'm really fast. You're gonna be the rotten egg. Possible. The thing is, children, I have the power of cheating. Suckers. Oh. Everyone beat me here. Snap travel isn't what it used to be. Right, I'm here. What do I do? So excited. See how her eyes shine, my friend. We have made her day. Ascian machination or no, it wouldn't be to dash the dreams of one so young. The Exarch would feel the same, I believe. I think so. Hang on, getting my little company action buffs, and there we go. Better. A warrior who fights with potions. It's certainly innovative. I prefer a blade myself, but to each her own. I wonder if we ever will get a chemist job. It's like there's precedent for this. The chemist jobs have been around since... Was there one in 3? There was definitely one in 5. Maybe someday. Chesameel's medicines work really well. I just wish they didn't taste so bad. Yeah, the flavor's not great. After you finished helping Riki, can you help us become warriors of light too? Maybe, one at a time. It appears there aren't so many patients at the moment. I only pray that such peaceful days continue. I'd love that. That'd be awesome. We should actually try that sometime. Well now, to what do I owe the pleasure of so many bright-eyed visitors? The cute one wants to be a hero. Help. Is that the way of it, sweetie? You wish to learn about medicine? That's right. I want to become a warrior of light who uses potions to help people all over the world. Well, that is a very noble endeavor, and you aren't alone in it. No few at our infirmary yearn to venture forth as warriors of light. But ultimately, they have all decided not to pursue that dream. Huh? Why? Because the people here need them too, sweetie. The guards who place themselves in harm's way to keep us safe. The artisans who toil tirelessly that we might sustain our way of life. And younglings like you, who are the future of the Crystarium. They couldn't simply abandon them, you see. And so, difficult though it was, they made the decision to remain. Then, does this mean my dream isn't any good? Oh, sweetie, yours is a wonderful dream, and it would be my pleasure to help you pursue it. If we all work hard, the day will come when our chirurgeons may set forth to aid folk in every corner of the realm. And as we strive towards that day, I hope that we can rely upon you as well. Though I must warn you, ours is not an easy path. No, you must work very, very hard. I'm not afraid of hard work. I'll become the best apothecary ever, just you watch. That's the spirit. Without further ado, then, may I entrust you with the task? I've placed an order at XIV for a potion ingredient, and I would like you to go and collect it. Oh, an ingredient! Leave it to me, miss! My, such an abundance of energy. Though I can't help wonder if she'll be all right by herself. My apologies, but would you mind accompanying her? When you arrive at XIV, speak with a woman named Gracine, and she'll point you in the right direction. Okay, I'm on the job. I shall join you. As the one who suggested this course to Rikitio, I would assist in her first steps. Darn right you will. And what about the two of you? Are you coming along too? Well, we do want to become warriors of light, just not the same kind as Riki. So we'll wait for you here, warrior of darkness. When you return, please teach us how to fight. Oh boy. In that case, Reen and I shall keep them company and take the opportunity to ask about their aspirations. See y'all in a little bit then. I've got to go help the littlest one. Which is just as well. If she weren't here, I know good and darned well that this assignment would have fallen to me, as the other littlest one. Too many grown-ups would only diminish Rikitio's sense of accomplishment. We'll stay here and talk to her friends. Good thinking. If it's to be had at XIV, I assume the ingredient is some manner of crop. Probably. Thank you, sweetie. I feel better knowing that you are keeping an eye on Rikitio. Right, that's what I should be going and doing right now. I'll go do that right now. Dermot away! Small child! Extremely cute! Where are you? Goodness, she does run fast, though. Christine? Have you seen a tiny, speedy one come through? If it isn't the warrior of darkness himself. May I assume you're with Master Alphino? Right. Well, lest you wonder, Chesameel's order is for grapes. As busy as we've been of late, however, I regret to say we didn't have the time to harvest them. So it was with apologies that I asked Master Alphino and his young companion to help themselves to the fruits on the vines. Perhaps you could lend them a hand? It's the undersized grapes you'll want to pick. They're too small for normal consumption, but suitable for making wine and medicine. Okie dokie. I can help with this. Oh, good, there you are. How goes tasks? Are these small enough? How goes grape picking? Ah, there you are. As it turns out, the ingredient still wants for harvesting, so we're going about that now. I'll help out. Gotta get back to doing some adventuring chores every now and then. Remember my roots. There we are. So, would you like to deliver these, since you're in charge of this errand? Oh, you're here too? We're picking little grapes. It's quite fun. Though too small for normal consumption, these grapes are suitable for making wine and medicine. Here you go. Wow, you've picked this many already? Amazing. I dare say we have enough between us. Shall we take them back to Chesameal? I can't wait to see what she's going to do with them. Tell me, Ricky, what made you want to become an apothecary and warrior of light? Why? Well, a while ago, I fell sick. Really sick. My body was burning up, and I felt so weak I couldn't even get out of bed. Then a traveling apothecary came and gave me a potion to drink. It was the foulest thing I'd ever tasted, but it made me get better. She was so brave. The apothecary, I mean. She went around taking care of people, even when it was dangerous. And I decided I wanted to help people, just like her. So I started brewing potions out of grass and giving them to my friends. But I didn't really know what I was doing, or if there was anything else I could do. Then, not long ago, a neighbor told me he was going to become a warrior of light and go traveling the world helping people. And I thought, that's the same as what I want to do. I see. Out of curiosity, what did your neighbor do in the end? Thaler? I haven't seen him for a bit, so he must be already out there looking for people to help. Thaler, one of the guards awakened by the star shower. I'd picked a way to pronounce his name, and now I've forgotten it. We'll go with that until next time I forget and come up with a pronunciation again. Thank you for sharing your tale with us, Ricky Tio. I myself took inspiration from one not unlike your traveling apothecary, and I hope her good example will spur you on to realize your dreams. But it will not be done in a day. Such lofty goals are reached through hard work and persistence, through countless little acts of heroism, like delivering the grapes to Chesameal. Off she goes. It would seem I've been laboring under a misapprehension. I had convinced myself that it was Elidibus who had sowed the desire to become warriors of light within the hearts of the people. But I see now that the impulse to aid their fellow man abided within them from the first. Elidibus did no more than give it a name. And, as he so kindly proclaimed, we must return to our own world ere long. With the Exarch laboring tirelessly, I doubt not but that a way will be found. Yet I believe I speak for all of us when I say, I cannot leave in good conscience, not until we've dealt with Elidibus. Yeah, we should do that first, huh? This is no longer a strange and distant land, after all. Norvrent has become as a home to us, and her people our own. Let us return to Spagirix. It wouldn't do to keep your admirers waiting. Let's go check in with our adoring public and try our best to not crush any little kid dreams, while also trying our best not to encourage them to, run outside and fight the first monster they see. That would also be, in my mind, a lose condition. Ricky Tio was beaming with pride when she returned. It may only have been a simple task, but she won't soon forget this achievement. As well she shouldn't. Such tiny little grapes she's fetched. Huzzah, you're back! We're ready to start learning. Just one thing at a time. Ricky didn't make you drink one of her grass potions, did she? No, I avoided that fate. My sympathies, though. Way to be good sports. After chatting with Arkil and Airwill here, we came to an agreement, but I'll let them explain their request themselves. Ricky Tio has delivered her grapes, as have I. Very good. Thanks for helping with the grapes, Warrior of Darkness. In return, I promise to brew you a potion one day. After training, please. But then, yes. Count me in. My thanks for your kind help, sweetie. We now have all the ingredients we require. From the grapes, we shall make a vinegar, to which we will add elf grass and a few other herbs to produce an invigorating syrup. Though it's unspeakably sour, it does wonders for the constitution. As part of her studies, I may just have to give Rikitio a little taste. Oh dear. You're in for some very gross little medicinal beverages, you are. You'll be fine. You two, though. Let's see what you two are in for. Airwill, or Irewill? Airwill's fine. Airwill regards you expectantly. Warrior of Darkness, if you finished helping Riki, won't you show us some fighting? Not play fighting, but honest-to-God's fighting? Oh boy. We already have some enemies that you can deal with. Vampire bats. The guards say they've become a pest around the Crystarium of late. We tried to sneak outside to hunt them, but the guards caught us and sent us home. But they shouldn't mind if you were doing the fighting and we were just watching. The children told us as much while you were away. And in preparation, Chesamil kindly furnished us with some lures for the bats. While the creatures won't give you any sport, bear in mind that the younglings will be watching. That's to say, put on a good show, yes? Right, let's head outside at once. Everyone, follow me. Alice, wait just a... Come on then, children. Someone, I think, might be a little excited to be a mentor. Which makes a good deal of sense. She's kind of been feeling inferior to us in particular for a good long while here. I could see her being quite eager to be kind of in the other position. I shall remain here with Rikitio. The other children I leave in your care, my unruly sister included. Yeah, definitely smart to get in that kind of jab while she is not in earshot. But yeah, we probably should go catch up with the kids. Children, please don't go picking fights with wildlife until I'm here. It should be safe enough for the children here. I guess with you two more or less responsible, almost adults, things would probably be fine. We've heard the tales, but at last we can see you fight with our own eyes. We've been waiting for you, Warrior of Darkness. Well, I am here and ready. Everyone's here. Good. Let's get started, shall we? As their name suggests, vampire bats feed on blood. And originally being nocturnal creatures, they've grown more active with the return of night and become a nuisance. To draw them out, we'll use Chesamil's lures, which work by exploiting their heat-seeking behavior. The bats are wont to nest under the eaves, so you're like to attract more if you place the lures near buildings. I have here 6 lures, 3 each for you and me. As proof of a successful kill, I want you to gather up their fangs. Whoever collects the most is the winner. Oh, you're hunting too? Yes, well, there's nothing like friendly competition to bring out the best in Durman. Anyway, while we hunt the bats, the 2 of you are to stay with Reen. She's really strong too, and will keep you safe. Without further ado then, let the contest begin. It might be that you're just very eager to prove yourself against me somewhat competitively. Well, so long as the kids are happy. Don't mind us. We'll be watching from a safe distance. I won't blink, not even once. So the bats nest under the eaves. It's important to know your enemy. That is true. I better catch up. She's got a very big head start now. Heat lure. Hang on. Filled with an alchemical mixture that gives off a balmy heat, this pouch provides a portable source of warmth and is incidentally ideal for luring vampire bats. Bring them on. There you are. You thought you would have victory this day, but bad news, bat. As a dark knight, I too am a nocturnal creature. You wield no power over me. Oh yeah, I'm a dark knight again, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. Okay, let's go find some more bats. Bats. Hey, bats, can you come out and, blues quick? Oops, it's not what I... No, it's not... No. Stop. Get that. Let's just... Here, we'll use the button they gave us. There. Anyway, bats, if you could, take a fall really fast for me. I'm trying to win a competition with a friend here. I'd let her win, but I think she might be furious if I did. Bats defeat. Mission complete. Let's return. Kiddos, I return. With bat teeth. The bats didn't stand a chance. No, they did not. Wow, that was amazing. Well fought, Derman. The children were hanging on your every move. As was I, to be honest. Though I know the tally. May I see your fangs for good measure? Here you go. Apologies for the wait. My fangs. Not a bad haul, even if I do say so myself. Five, six, seven. 7 fangs from Alice. Which means that we have a draw. Derman also collected 7 fangs. Ooh. Look at you. Why does this feel even worse than losing? Just another measly fang and victory would have been mine. Don't look so surprised. I've no intention of remaining lost in your wake forever, you know. So, children, you've now seen the Warrior of Darkness in action. What are your impressions? He's incredible, miss. The bats were down before they knew it. Our guards are strong, but the Warrior of Darkness is much, much stronger. We want to be just like him. Good. If you're looking for an example to emulate, you may as well pick the best. I want you to remember how you felt when you watched Derman, and train hard. Keep at it for long enough, and you'll be strong too. If you don't mind telling us, when did you decide that you wanted to become Warriors of Light? Well, we were there listening with everyone when Ardbert appeared, but I've wanted to be strong since before I came to the Crystarium. The Sin Eaters killed my father and my sister, see, and I promised myself I'd learn how to protect people one day. Like Ardbert said, this is our home. We're the ones who have to protect it. We're the ones who have to rise up as new Warriors of Light. What about you, Arkle? Me? To be honest, I'm still not sure what I want to do. But if my friends were in trouble, I know that I would want to help them. And I want to go on adventures with them. See the world together. That's a wonderful goal. You really think so? It's hard to explain, but it's something I felt when I saw the star shower the other day. I felt as though there was something I'd lost, and that I had to go out there and find it. Well, for the both of you, there's nothing for it but to train. When we return to the city, I'll teach you some exercises you can do by yourselves. What a good little coach you two have. Thanks for showing us your fighting skills, Warrior of Darkness. We'll never forget it. Well, good match. I understand how Arkle feels. The star shower didn't awaken me to Heidelin's voice, but that vision of the final days, of Amarant burning, it filled me with sadness to the very pit of my being. Things I once knew, people I once loved, promises I once made. It felt as though long-forgotten memories were dancing at the edges of my mind, but when I try to focus on them, they simply fade away. An effect of having a fractured soul, I shouldn't doubt. But lest you worry, I'm perfectly happy to remain fractured and have no intention of donning an Ascian mask. I just wish we knew what Elidibus was plotting. But look at this pair of incurable brooders. If we're going to stand around lost in thought, we might as well do it back in the city. Rest assured, Reen and I will take the children from here. Their heads will be in the clouds after meeting you, but we'll see to it their feet remain firmly planted on the ground. It's nothing. Just a dizzy spell. Seems I tried a little too hard to beat you. I'm fine now. Not to worry. I'll see you soon. As you ponder Alice's words, you are taken by an urge to revisit the scene of that fateful meeting. Oh yes, let's go do that thing and get out of the rain. Oh, right, it's raining here too. That makes sense. It's a nice view, though.
Why am I... Was it you who called me here?
On behalf of the Convocation, I bid you welcome to our order. At times you will stand with us. At times you will stand against us. All that you might steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. For yours is the seat of Elidibus, the emissary, and by this name shall your every action be guided.
So you peered into my memories. No matter. You will have found little of import. But I see you intended to summon me here no more than I intended to come. The fault is mine. Such is the burden of hope.
Give back Ardbert's body. Why must you embroil the people in your plans? And what are you plotting? He will definitely not tell me any more about his plotting than he would have volunteered without me asking. I mean, giving back Ardbert's body... I'd rather him not be in Ardbert's body. But Ardbert having it back isn't... It's not a super useful asset to Ardbert himself at this point. But this seems like the best one to ask. Why must you embroil the people in your plans?
I merely avail myself of such tools as I require for the conflict to come. That which I do is no different from that which you have done so many times, Warrior of Darkness. I arm myself, I hone my skills, I make ready to vanquish my enemy. You. You who have murdered my brothers, who have taken their selfless labors in service to the one true world and turned them to ash. I see you for what you are. You are death, and only in death shall you serve any purpose. The Convocation charged me to steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. As Elidibus, it is my duty, and I shall see it done. I will strike you down. Destroy you, body and soul. All else must wait. Ere long I will come for you, Warrior of Darkness, and I will save the world. One last matter. I bore witness to your final struggle with Emetselk. It seemed as if he saw something familiar in you. As if he mistook you for another.
Hythlodaeus did call me his new old friend.
No. I recall not of whom he spoke. Mayhap I never knew you. Or mayhap it is another fragment lost.
Ah, I wasn't aware you already had a guest. If the conversation is constructive, I shall not intrude. But if you seek to stir up trouble, Elidibus, then I must insist you leave at once.
Though you lack her blessing, your soul is surprisingly dense.
Worry not. I seem to be unharmed.
Very glowy, though.
This is my own doing. The consequence of my recent exertions. It is the tower's way of compensating me for the demands I have placed on it. Rest assured, it is no great inconvenience at present. Indeed, I told Beck Lug as much, but they would not be persuaded and sent me away to rest.
And yet here you are.
No need to make a fuss. Strange as it may sound, I consider it something of a badge of honor. One of the brave souls who saw me delivered unto the first once said that the world shall ever have a place for tales of heroism so long as we have need of inspiration in our lives. Though he and his fellows had no way of knowing whether their mad scheme would amount to anything, they knew that the attempt alone would inspire hope. Or so they hoped. A more optimistic lot one would be hard-pressed to find. They said they would find a means to save our God's forsaken world, just as soon as they had sent me on my way. Said it with such confidence that, for a fleeting moment, I half believed them. Such faith. Such courage in the face of unrelenting despair. For a long time, it was more than I could bear to remember them. But having come this far, having sent full many on their way myself, I see things more clearly. To take action is to hope. To believe, to choose to believe, is to take the first step towards a brighter future. And why do I tell you this? Because I want you to indulge me in a little recklessness. Needless to say, I have a plan. And when all is said and done, I will ask yet another favor of you.
You're both here. Oh, thank goodness.
What's wrong?
It's Thancred. He's collapsed.
Thancred, not this again. Please. I'm so glad I found both you and the Exarch. The fates seem determined not to allow us a quiet moment. But come, let us have the details from Reen. That we shall, but we're gonna have to do that next time. We will go and check on Thancred in the next episode. Have a good one, y'all, and I will see you next time for some more story mode. Do take care. Goodbye.